King.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes going to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Banjo, banjo, banjo.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Yellow. That's trash. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
QB's traps. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 6-0 our score after 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
15 wants the mic. I got it.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I got you.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Everyone's got four.
Third and long for Mayfield. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. Team on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk. Take the risk. Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, let's go.
Mahomes to throw once more. They complete it to Hill. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
Yeah.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got 4.
Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57 color. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out the backfield widen, because he hits.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, Barkley. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Barkley. And one more time. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 8. Of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Butker on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Here we go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 47, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 36 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 54, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Check 180. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A toss play to Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
43. What? Attack!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay. All right. So look, I found this stuff that I was in here tearing my room up. Shit was in the ground. Okay. So I found this stuff.
What when I say worry about keeping NATO off your ass? It's the truth.